Is this the best Android luggage tracker? Hello everyone, this is Ahmed Don. Today I have Motorola Moto Tag, which I'm going to unbox, take a quick look and try to set up for the first time. So what happened, I've been using trackers for a while. So I bought Tile and then Chipolo and then MyTag, but none of this actually really worked. So it works just a little bit. It's not like it doesn't work 100%. They work, but they are not like reliable, and they just like do not work. So you can kind of depend on them. And among these three, I would say Chipolo is the best one, but Tile is very like terrible, and then MyTag is also very like horrible. So this one, the Chipolo, kind of worked a little bit for me, but it's not that kind of reliable. And the big problem with the Tile is that it has very limited coverage. And then a big problem with MyTag is that each time you start your journey, you have to kind of turn it on, and that it works. It's like you cannot keep it on all the time. It has to be turned on manually. So what happened when I was traveling to Malaysia, Maldives and many other countries last year with this, most of the times I forgot to turn it on before we start our trip from the hotel or from somewhere. If you do not turn it on, I think after a certain hours it just keeps beeping, which is very annoying. So that's why I was looking for something more better. And then I found out that there's the Motorola Moto Tag, which is the best version right now, because this is the only one which supports UWB, ultra wideband tracking. What is that? Just gives you precise tracking. And Google Find My Device actually didn't have ultra wideband tracking. So I think they implemented it starting mid 2025. And you need to also have a compatible phone. And you can use ultra wideband tracking starting a Pixel 8 Pro. So this is Pixel 10 Pro, but if you have Pixel 8 Pro and above, then you will be able to use the ultra wideband tracking, which is kind of gives you precise location tracking. Now today I'm going to set it up here and then see how easy or difficult it is. And nothing is rehearsed. This is the first time unboxing. I just opened the box a little bit just to kind of take a look, but I didn't really set up anything. So this is it might take some time, or it may not work, or it may work. We're going to find out shortly. So this is how it looks, and you can see that one box has 4 trackers. And what I heard that this is the best tracker which you can compare to Apple AirTag. So we're going to test that out. Now here, just quickly take a look at what they have here, and you can see that ultra wide tracking, Bluetooth and UWB, and easy to set up and locate. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to set these aside here. So I just regret that I wasted my money buying those things which never worked really. But I had reviews on those, and then some of the reviews have very good views. So let's take it. So what happens, you're going to think that you have to open here, but actually it opens in the back. So we're just going to open it and take it out. Okay, so the box is empty, and I'm just going to set it aside here. And so here you can see that there's the blue and there's the kind of a green color. So I'm just going to take out one. I don't need to start everything all at once. And here, let's see what they have here. So they have kind of a tiny booklet, and it has some instructions. So I'm just going to put it away and just close this one and set it aside here. Okay, so what happens here, this one, you can install Motorola app or Moto Tag app, but I'm not going to do that because I don't think you actually need it. But if I need it, then I'm going to see what happens. But I think I should be able to use this without the Motorola application or app. So the first thing I'm noticing that it has a premium feeling. It doesn't have a cheap feeling like this, and the material is premium, and it also is more expensive. I think that's why. So it's very nice looking and looks like premium. It doesn't feel cheap at all. And once you remove this plastic inserter or plastic insert, which is protecting from the battery to connect, then this is going to connect automatically. And also here you can change the battery. For example, the Tile, you cannot change the battery. So here you can change the battery, and I think in order to change that, you have to just kind of press it and push it anti-clockwise, and then it's just going to, like, to come out, and it has the battery. So I'm not going to do that. There's no need for that for this video. But never, like, try to insert something here to remove the battery. It's going to damage your device. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let me turn this phone on, and also I'm going to just turn on my Bluetooth right here. So the Bluetooth is on and the phone is on, so it's going to be, I'll just put it right here. So now let's pull this out and see what happens. Okay, so you can see that it's coming out. Okay, I heard a slightly beeping noise, and you can see that I have the message, and I'm going to click connect and see what happens. So let's do connect, and you can see that it's connecting. So it might take a few seconds. So it was like instantaneous. It doesn't take long at all. So here, like, some of the terms and conditions, Google Find Hub. So I'm just going to click continue, and now it's adding the Moto Tag to the Google Find Hub, and then let's just wait. Okay, so it's giving me a message to download the device app. Okay, so we're just going to download the device app. I think there's some features might be accessible if you download the app, so I'm just going to do that. So it's very fast. So it's finished downloading, and here it's just telling me to get started. Okay, allow. I'm going to go allow, notification allow, and use data sharing. Okay, I don't think I need that. I'm going to press no, and now it's trying to find the device. Okay, so nearby, and you can see that it still says connecting and time to update your Moto Tag software. Okay, so this is one reason you need to, like, install the app. So there is, like, software upgrade. So I'm just going to see how to do that. Oh, that message is gone. Okay, so firmware. Okay, somehow that update message is gone, but I'm just going to, I think maybe it's possible. Okay, here, actually I got it back. Update available. So I'm just going to go ahead with the update. So that way, so I'm not sure that I have to do the same thing for each part or each one, or this is just for one. So that part. So maybe I have to do every time I'm connecting to one. That makes more sense. Okay, so we're just going to wait here and see what happens. Okay, so the firmware update done and it's connected. Now let's play the sound. Okay, still connecting, so I think I have to wait a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to stop it. Okay, so guys, you heard the noise. It's not that, like, loud beeping. The sound is kind of like, low, but I think it's still okay. So it's not that, like, heavy sound. And let me just take a look here. Oh, I actually have the option to choose ringtone. Okay. How about this one? Okay. How about this one? Okay, I think I'm going to keep the first one. Chirp. So just leave it there. And what do we have here more? Locate your phone. So it has an option that, if you press here, it should be able to locate your phone, but I think you have to turn it on. And battery's permission needs to be updated. Okay. Uses. Okay. App battery uses. Okay, so actually the permission was already on. I think that's why I couldn't do anything. Allow background uses. So What happens if I do that? Optimized, unrestricted. Okay, maybe this one, unrestricted. Okay, so now if I go here, then okay, so actually it had to be changed to unrestricted. That's why it didn't work. So now it worked, and looks like you have to turn this feature on, use locate your phone, and then what happens when you press this, you should be able to locate your phone with this one. Okay, so I'll just turn it on, and now let's see what happens here. Okay. Okay. So guys, this is really, you have to kind of press hard. I was pressing even hard, but it didn't work. So I pressed harder, and you have to press kind of 2 times. So let me try it again. Okay, yeah. So you have to press 2 times, but you have to like put all your force. So then you can connect to your phone, and it's going to ring, which is a nice feature. So now let's go back to Google Find Hub app, and I'm going to show you guys how it looks. Okay, so you can see that, guys, it located on Find Hub, Google Find Hub, and it says near you right now. And let me just take a look here. So what happens if I move it? Okay, so I'm just going to kind of put it away a little far and see if it's changing. Okay, I think because of the location proximity, probably it's not changing. So let's, so if we click there, and you can see that I think that's ultra wideband EWB. Straight up and try moving around. This helps to improve accuracy. Next, connected. Okay, so I'm going to just connect to the camera. Okay, so it says that it's here. And if I get close, then let's see what happens here. Whoa, that's incredible. Look, guys, it's kind of changing real time. Okay, so you can see that it's kind of changing real time, and it's pointing towards that. Okay, so now if I put it here, let's see what happens. Turn right. Okay, so turn right. The device is in front of you. Turn left. It looks like the setup is kind of fairly simple. It has just a little bit of hiccup here and there, but except that, it's not too complicated, and you can find it right away. And it looks like that, it's ultra wide band is really working. So I'm happy with that. So I'm going to disconnect or delete all my other trackers from now on, and this is going to be my main tracker, the Motorola Moto. When we travel this time, we're going to Philippines, Singapore, and Turkey. So I'm just going to show you the more details and more tracking video. So overall, I'm happy with the product, and this is not a paid or affiliated review. All my reviews are non-affiliated, unbiased, and honest. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.